Your verdict on the Fourth Republic is pretty damning.
Well, it's not my verdict, those are the facts.
Okay, the
Yeah.
facts. The facts. Let's take that.
Yeah.
But my question then is, and I know you, in the first part of our conversation, you analyzed the Ghanaian problem. You traced it to colonialism, post-colonialism, the challenges, the structure that was there. But the Fourth Republic certainly cannot be said to have been encumbered by that. I mean, that gap between the Nkrumah era and that is so huge. But the verdict, as you say, the facts, will point to the fact that we haven't made as much progress in the last 30 plus years as we should. So what have we been doing in the last 30 years?
First, you seem to assume that by the time we got to the Fourth Republic, we should have had sufficient real de facto sovereignty to make decisions for ourselves and so on. I saw a news item only yesterday, I think it's you guys who put it out. Education of parliamentarians, I don't remember the exact words, so nobody should crucify me if I get it exactly wrong, but I think it was something about economic supervision, economic literacy, or financial literacy for parliamentarians.
Yes.
Yeah. Where did the money come from? £800,000. Where was the money coming from? In order to be the World Bank. Yeah. So you're going to sit down with people to negotiate. You want to be able to chase a certain agenda. Sometimes it is very aligned, there's nothing wrong with that. But you may be disagreeing with them. And people give you money to educate you. Would you ever be in a situation like that you're going into, say, a major negotiation with me?
What's the alternative?
Yeah.
We don't have the money.
Well, you don't, but so then you understand, that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying don't take it, but you understand the constraints that you are facing.
Self-imposed constraints.
They're not necessarily self-imposed. They're not necessarily self-imposed. You are playing within a certain international structure. What we need to learn better is, first of all, you're playing within that international structure, and you yourself are fragmented. You're sitting down, and what matters to you more, sometimes nowadays I think that even the Ghanaian identity has been submitted to partisan identity. On what can you tell me that there's consensus between the NDC and MPP?
Well,
beyond ex gratia. Okay. So you mentioned
Article
it.
71.
I hope we are not held for contempt. So you put those which are about themselves. Yeah, we are in the 6th month after an election. Whenever I read the news, what is it about? The MPP is totally fixated on who is the next candidate. When are we having Congress? When you listen to the parliamentary debates, the rhetoric, and this happens a little bit involuntarily, but it tells you something about the system. You keep saying, we too will come into power. We too will come into power. If you change this, we will change this. We will change this. As soon as it changes, the people who have gone into opposition will also start the same thing. So this democracy, as you said, and I agree totally, has become a transactional expedition, which is a de facto carousel on which political actors are playing for a change of baton.